So I'm going to tell you the story of the Green Children of Woolpit. Now, how many people heard of this true story? In the 12th century England, during the reign of King Step. So in this story, I kind of made a wrong mistake of the name. So it's not Stephen, it's Stephen. Alright, I'm going to go back to the story. Then, uh, two very strange children were found alone near the town of Woolpit. Sorry. My apology. Woolpit. Workers harvesting in the field heard the cries of a young boy and girl and found them huddled in an open pit crying. But these were no ordinary children. They spoke a language that no one understood, and they were dressed in clothes of an odd metallic material. Stranger still was the color of the skin is green. So workers are harvesting in the field. So as they're working and they heard the cries, so they go to this pit and they found these two children there. Now they're wearing a lot different clothes than we are now. What is green? Oh, sorry. Kermit the Frog is green. Okay. Remember Kermit the Frog. But these are two children. The two green children were taken to the home of a man named Richard. It was difficult for Richard to get them to eat or drink anything. All they would eat were beans, and only beans that were freshly cut from the beanstalk. The boy soon became ill and died, but the girl survived. So they would eat only green beans from a beanstalk. So it's kind of sad about the boy dying, though. It's horrified and sad. I mean, you just think about you come into a different world and you don't know these people. They don't understand you. You eat different food, and as she grew older and learned English, the green girl was finally able to tell her story, which was remarkable as her parents, or how her brother and her got to the pit. She had that she and her brother had come from a place that had no sun. All the people there were green, and they lived in a land of perpetual twilight. She said her home was across a river of light. When asked how they came to be in the pit, she said that they had heard bells become memorizing and followed the sound of the bells into the cavern. When they emerged, they found themselves in the open pit and were struck senseless by the bright light of our world. Hell, I'm not sure if you caught that. Yep, I got a book. So, so as they have in their world, they don't have sunlight, but their people are green. So they don't have no sunlight, but the people walk around are green. Now, she said her home was across a river of a light. So I'm thinking that across a river of a light, the the strange girl's skin faded as she grew up. She married a man from Norfolk, England, but never had any children, and the townspeople never knew if she had come from a deep inside our planet or another world. The green girl died a mystery. So it's kind of sad she passed away, but the way she got married. Um, Another thing I just read was her skin has faded when she grew up. Now, her people, where she lives at, are green. So does that mean that she's talking about the children were green, and then when they grow up, their color will be faded? Or will it because the sun she grew up in our world, her greenish has faded color because of the sun? Because in her world, she doesn't have a sun. So you think about like, all right, let me say this. All right, see, if there was no sun, you gotta think, how do they see, but yeah, no sun, and they're green, and they're walking around. Maybe they got like some kind of lights there, or what do you guys think? Where did these two children come from? I mean, are we gonna go there? Maybe some people already have. I've heard a lot of people going into the hiking or somewhere and they disappear and never been found. Maybe they gone to this planet of the green people. We don't know. I mean, it's kind of scary because we got the world of ours and then you got the world of hers. And as she explained it, she heard bells and she came into our world. So, was it the cavern of the magic brought her here, or was there something brought her and the brother here? I don't know. But, alright. So, hopefully, you guys like the story I told. And I believe in it. And I truly, really believe the green brother and a sister has lived here. And I believe there maybe are green people in a different world? Are we going to see more people like that? And if we are, I'm thinking about, how about her parents? Are they scared that they're not at their world? Are they upset? Are they worried exactly like us? I mean, like, if our children disappeared, are we gonna be like, oh my God, where is our children? And maybe if our children disappear, maybe our children is going over there. And if their children going over here, it's possibility that the same thing can happen. All right. Well, love you all. Peace.